Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to all of you to this very interesting and unique webinar on integrating Word, Excel and PowerPoint. There are many situations in which you've got some data, some information sitting in one of these softwares, and when you move it to another software, copy paste, it gets twisted, it doesn't work. Normally, there is such a situation where we are required to redo the work because of the fact that the kind of output that we want is just not available to us. So this was one interesting subject that when Khurram and I sat down, we discussed that such expertise around such areas would come in very handy at work. So, and that's why this is a very, very practical topic that we're going to discuss today. However, prior to that, I would just like to address ACCA members, particularly sitting in this webinar. And my discussion to you is around the annual general meeting, the council elections, and the special business resolutions. As an ACCA staff member, I can only encourage all the members to vote, for the council. I mean, for whichever candidate, please do your research, please read their profiles. Whoever you think is the best candidate for the council, please vote for them. Number two, please read through the resolutions, the special business resolutions. There are 8 special business resolutions put forward by ACCA Council, and there are 5 business resolutions which are put forward by an ACCA member. The 5 business resolutions by the member, in the AGM booklet, there is the member's viewpoint, and then there is the council's viewpoint also. So I will encourage all the members to, number one, vote for the council's special business resolutions. How do you want to vote? You want to accept them or otherwise? That's your choice. I will not be convincing you on that. But I would strongly encourage you to read through the AGM booklet, look at the rationale that council has put forward, try to understand it, and then cast your vote. Similarly, for the member resolutions, I encourage all ACCA members to cast your vote, having gone through the rationale given by the member as well as the rationale given by the council on those resolutions. So this is a very important subject, particularly for active ACCA members. Please remember that affiliates or students cannot vote in this process. Only an active member can cast a vote. Okay, so please remember that. If there are any queries, any questions around voting, how to do that, you can send us an email. However, the process is very convenient. You will have received emails from ACCA. You will have seen the AGM booklet. Okay, so please go through those. If you're using an electronic voting medium, click the link. It will take you directly to the portal where the votes are being casted. You can cast your vote very quickly and send your vote. I think the whole matter should not take you more than 5 minutes to cast the vote, but reading council's viewpoint might take about 15 to 20 minutes. So I strongly encourage all of you to cast your votes. I think about getting back to the subject again today. We'll follow the routine. This is a 3-hour webinar. Right? We will be taking breaks. We will be taking questions every now and then. And your interaction in today's webinar is critical, because if you are facing situations which are unique to you, or if you're facing situations which you were not able to get your head around, or you're not able to understand why is such a thing happening, today is the time for you to put up such questions and find out an answer from the expert trainer present here. I think with that, I will hand over to Khurram, who's very quickly sipping in his coffee to get ready to set the session, to start the session. I will be looking forward to your feedback. I recently visited Karachi, met a lot of members in Karachi, and I'm thankful to all of them. They were all full of praise for the work that is happening for the members. I'm sure affiliates and students are also benefiting from this. So thank you all very much. The only reason why we are doing all this is because we want to offer maximum value for money to our members. We feel that such webinars can equip you with the necessary skills at the workplace, which will help you progress further, quicker than others, right? And we want that ACCA members should always be recognized, should always be appreciated because of their expertise, their skills, their knowledge, whether it's technical or whether it's non-technical, whether it's personal effectiveness or whether it's IT skills. We want all our members to progress as quickly as they can, to be known for their skill set. And that is the purpose that we're trying to serve by conducting so many webinars. And my commitment to you is that this process will not stop. It will just continue. And the good thing is that there are so many members that I've met in Karachi who also want to start conducting webinars. We've got fantastic ideas on what else we can do, to help our members. So that is the spirit with which we are all bonded together. All the senior members are willing to mentor, help, assist the younger members, and that is what ACCA is going to facilitate from now onwards. Thank you very much. I'll be looking forward to your feedback. And with this, I hand over to Khurram, who will take you to the rest of the session. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone. Okay, today's session that is on integrating MS Word, Excel, and PowerPoint is a very interesting topic. Okay, we have a number of situations where we have data somewhere else and we want to use the data in other application. And sometimes it happens that we want to copy that data, and when we copy that data, that formatting will be disturbed, or some other bizarre thing happens. So this particular webinar, based on my 20+ experience of using MS Office. I've started with WordStar 4, Lotus, and something like this. And when MS Office came to the market, and then we see that the potential it has of integrating the different functionalities or the features that it has, so to enhance the productivity. MS Office itself is a productivity tool. It facilitates us to perform our work efficiently, effectively, and in less time. MS Word is a word processing tool, and it provides awesome facilities to produce reports, books, etc., letters. Excel is a spreadsheet used for calculation, PowerPoint for presentation. What we can do is we will be focusing on some of the features which I have learned, which I have actually explored in order to perform my various tasks at different levels. What actually we do is start with what MS Office is all about, what actually is the Office suite, what are its advantages. Then we will look into that how integration is possible, what are our assumption of the integration. Then we will see what linking and embedding is all about, how different components of MS Office is linked or embedded, and various scenarios where we use such integration? Okay, first of all, MS Office Suite. MS Office Suite is actually consists of various interrelated programs having a certain common attributes, common features, common functionalities. And the good thing about the suite is that because of its commonalities, common features, somehow 60 to 70% common interface, it's very easy to learn these components, to understand this competence, and to utilize it in a better way. It is a highly coupled suite. Highly coupled means that it allows us to integrate the different aspects of a different software. We can use Excel data in Word, we can use Excel data in PowerPoint, we can use MS Word in Excel, we can use PowerPoint in Excel, we can use PowerPoint in Word. There are so many different things that we can do. Let's begin with the basic concept of integration, or our assumption that what actually we mean by integrating. Our definition of integrating is that whenever we want to share our data, say Excel data in Word, what we do, we either copy that data or we want to link that data. Actual data is resided in one particular place, that is in Excel, and that data is utilized in the Word report. Taking for instance that we want to develop a chart, for example, we have constructed a chart based on Excel data, and we have to put that chart in our report that we are preparing for our meeting or something like this. We have two options here. Either we can create a chart in Excel, copy that chart, and put it in the Word document. This is simply a static copy-paste. What actually I mean by the term static? The static means that once it is copied and pasted in the Word document, if the source document or the source data is changed, it will not reflect that change in the destination document, that is in the Word document. That is the static copy-paste. But if we want to copy the chart in such a way that if the source data is changed or updated, your chart will be updated automatically. So that is a dynamic form of copy-paste. So there are two types, we may call it. One is the static copy-paste and one is the dynamic copy-paste. One is known as the linking and other is known as the embedding. The static copy-paste is embedding. Simply means copy the data, the information, the object, and pasting in the other documents, other files. In the case of linking or dynamic copy-paste, if the data, information, or the object, such as chart, is copied into other files, if the source data is changed, so is the object that we have copied. It reflects that change in the destination document. So that is our basic assumption of integrating. We may have different cases, and we will explore some of these. In our last webinar on mail merge, we have seen that Excel data is utilized in the mail merge process. We have produced letters, we have produced emails, etc., etc. All the data is resided in Excel, in the worksheet. So that is one very good example. In the last webinar, there is one component which is which was left, and that is creating labels. So I will show you how to create labels through this integration. Another very interesting scenario is that if we use a table feature of Excel of MS Word, if we create a table, maybe we have formatted it in a decent way, but the functionality and the capability that Excel has regarding the table, it is second to none. The table feature of Word cannot even touch that. So we can utilize Excel table capabilities, the features, the formatting capabilities, for example. If we use that capability in Excel and linking that object, linking that table in Word, and you will see what will happen. With just a click, and you will see all the formatting, all the things that is applied on that in Excel will be reflected in Word. That is what we want to do, and that's what we could achieve. In MS Office, there are many other many components: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, and a publisher, Visio, and many more. We will be focusing only on three, that is MS Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So what actually we do, we will focus on, let's divide it into 2-3 sections. For example, we can have sort of integration in MS Word to Word. Maybe we have instances that we will be inserting one file to the existing file. Maybe we are linking one Word file to the existing file. And there are some other things. We can use the copy paste method. In Excel to Excel, that is again integration. That can be done through linking sheets, linking workbooks, linking cells, a grouping sheet. We will do 1 or 2 exercises on this thing as well. Then we can use Excel to Word, Word to Excel, Excel to PowerPoint, PowerPoint to Word, PowerPoint to Excel, and something like this. So we have a few examples of all of these. So let's begin with the word-to-word integration. So the point is, we have the Word. We don't have. We are not integrating Excel or PowerPoint. We are only using the Excel, MS Word. So let's see how we can do this. I'm creating a new document. Just go along with me. It's a new document, blank document. Okay. Do we have some documents? Word document. Okay, let's create few documents. In my last webinar, I have given you certain tips and tricks that how to generate a dummy data, for example. And for this, what you need to do is, there is a function called rand function. Maybe in some other webinar, I will discuss few of those functions, maybe the details of what rand function can do. So rand function right now will only generate 3 paragraphs like this. So this is our first document. So let it be, we have document, for example, this is document 1. This is document 1. And I'm saving this document. I'll save as, add in the desktop. I'm okay. with the name test doc 1. So test doc 1, I have saved that, right? Okay, let's close this, creating a new document, click, and now we have document 2. This is our existing document. Again, is equal to rand few 3 paragraphs. So this is document 2. So we have document 1 and we have document 2. Now we have a situation whereby we can open the document 1, copy that all the contents and paste it in this document. That is option number 1. We have another option that without doing copy paste, we can insert the contents of that file of document 1 without copying and paste. So let's see how we can do this. What you need to do is just click the insert tab, and then in the insert ribbon we have a group name text. In the text we have a button with the name object. If you click an object, you have two options available. One is object and other is text from file. So, but in order to insert a file, we need to put our insertion point. So this is the insertion point. Maybe some of you may not notice what is that cursor means. In Word, this cursor, the blinking line, is known as the insertion point. So this is the point where your text will be inserted. So we want to insert the document 1 on that place. So what we need to do, click the insert, then go to the text group, select the object, and then text from files, and locate the file, which I guess text doc 1. Select this and insert. When you do that, you see we have document 2 and we have document 1. So without copying and pasting, we be able to insert the content of another file. So this is task number 1. That is one option to do that way. Now there is a third very interesting scenario. For example, you are creating a document. Let me delete this first. Okay. You are creating a document, and some of the contents, or maybe you want to have the contents of other files, but you want the contents to be updated. If the source document is updated, this document will be updated automatically. So this is what we're going to achieve. So sometimes it happens that maybe we have certain policies document, maybe the employee handbook, and maybe some other document which required updation all the time. And maybe we want to our employees or our colleagues to have a look, to read it, or to be updated accordingly. So what we will do is we will insert the content of the file which is subject to change, and if there is any change on that document, it will be reflected in the current document. So let's see how we can do this. So let me repeat what actually I'm going to do. I will be inserting the contents of another file into this document, the current document, which is right on your screen. And my objective is that if there is any change in the inserted documents, the other document which I am going to insert right now, if there is any change in that document, that change should reflect in this document, right? So that's what I'm going to achieve. So the same process once again, you need to click the insert tab, then go to the object, and then maybe the text from, not the text from file this time. You can use text from file as well. Here, first of all, you need to select that file. We have the desktop one, right? And here, right over here at the bottom of the insert file dialog box, we have this button, insert. If you click that, you will see different options. Insert, it will plainly insert the content of that file. It will not create a link. So insert as link. So click that and the document is inserted. And good thing about that document is, that if there is any change in the document, so let's save this first. I'm saving this document as linked document. Linked document. Let it save. Okay, fine. So we have linked document. Now minimize this, and we have the desktop document. Let's open this. Make few changes. Maybe we have increase the font size. We have change the color. Maybe make it a bigger, bolder, italic, and underline. We have added a few more lines is equal to R, A, and D. So we have now a document with the 6 paragraphs. Right. Now save this. The document is saved. So what changes we have done? We have changed the heading, the document 1, and we have inserted 3 more paragraphs in the desktop 1 document, and that is the file that we have inserted. Now open a linked document. Right. Right now it does not show anything that has happened, or if you click this document, right click and you will see update field. If you click update field, and you will see what will happen. This is document 1. These are the 3 different paragraphs that we have added, we have changed. So we have changed the source document, and that change is reflected in our existing document. So these are few of the things that we can do within the Word. There is another very good option of navigating this document. If you have a bigger document and if you want to move around from top to bottom, somewhere in between, and we can do this with the hyperlink. So there is another thing that we want to use the document, we want to share the other content, so that we can do. I will be using hyperlink for integrating with Excel or with the PowerPoint. So these are the 2 things that we have achieved. We have created a linked document. We have opened an existing document. We have created a linked. We have inserted a document which is linked. If there is any change in that document, the source document, that change will be reflected in the destination document. So these are the two of the things. Okay, fine. This is word-to-word integration, right? Now, let's see few of one or two examples of Excel to Excel integration. And later we will move across the Word to Excel and Excel to Word or PowerPoint. So let me close this for time being. I will come back to this once again. Let's open an Excel. Excel 2010 we have. Okay. Okay, now let me give you a scenario where we can use this sort of integration. Please remember our definition of integration is twofold. One is embedding and other is linking, right? So embedding means copy paste, static. If there is any change in the source, it does not reflect. But if there is a change in the source and reflect in the destination document, that change should reflect. That is linking. So what we will try to do is now here, we will link few sheets, and if we see that if there is any change in the source document or in the source sheet, the change will be reflected in the destination sheet. Here I will give you one or two extra tips as well, that within Excel you can have the image, a linked image of the table, that if there is any change in the source document, the image will automatically change. So let's see how we can do this. So let's assume, kindly do it with me. This is very, very interesting. And in some of my earlier webinar on Excel, some of you have asked that how to link sheet. It is they think that I should take into consideration and to discuss that thing, but that topic was out of scope of those webinars. So luckily we have this option over here. What we can do is we will link sheet, and we will see that how this can be done and how this can be utilized. Okay. Okay. First of all, look at, we have 4 sheets: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and sheet 4. Just name the sheet quarter 1. So this is quarter 1. This is quarter 2. This is quarter 3. Okay, it says that just quarter 1. It should be quarter 2. Quarter 2. This is quarter 3. And this is, we have the summary sheet. This is the summary sheet. So what I will create 3 very simple tables for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. And I will summarize, I will consolidate all the information in that summary sheet, right? The trick is that the layout of the sheet should be the same. If it is the same, it will be very handy and very easy to integrate all those sheets. You need to select all of these. We have 2 different options. For I will be opting for the simple one. Press the Control key, then click on quarter 1, click on quarter 2, quarter 3, and summary sheet 4. So we have just selected the 4 sheet.
what actually happened. The, all by doing all this, all four sheets are become a group. By grouping sheets, the advantage of grouping sheet is that if we make a group of the sheet, and if we want to do something on any of the sheet, the same thing will be reflected in all the on all the components or all the sheets which are the part of the group. Now we have four sheet. If I make a table on summary sheet, that table will be constructed in Q1, Q2, Q3. If I make any formatting, it will be done on all the sheets, right? So let's see how we can do this. Just assume that we have a company name XYZ company, XYZ private limited company, and say let it be Q1, say make it say region A, region. I'm just giving you a very simple, just to demonstrate that how this can be accomplished. Region C. So we have three different regions, and we have three different products. Product A. Similarly, we have product B, and similarly we have product C. Product C, right? We have three different products, and we want to have the total right over here. So total, this will be sum of all the product A. Similarly, we have another total here, total, and we need to sum all these values. Maybe let it be we have 10, we have 10, and we have 10. Let it be 10 everywhere. In one of my earlier videos, I've shown you that how we've done this. 10 and click enter, how to pop up, how to fill all the value. This is done. Now this is equal to sum. Just apply the sum function here. Sum all of these, enter. Then we have this thing. Similarly, we have is equal to sum, and we have these values, and sum all of these. Right. Okay, let me make it a bigger. Okay, fine. So just make a bit of formatting. Say maybe let it be we have this one, we have the color is white. Similarly, we have this, the color is the same, and let it be the same, and let it be the same. And we have something like this. Let it be somewhere this thing. Okay. And so just to demonstrate that whatever I'm doing on this particular sheet. So this is XYZ Private Limited Company, Q1, product A, product 2, and okay, fine. Whatever I did on this sheet, the summary sheet, the same will be reproduced in quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. So in order to see, first of all, we need to ungroup this sheet. So in order to ungroup this sheet, okay, make sure that when we have control click, with the name of the sheet, workbook, there is something like group. So that indicate we have grouped few sheets. So in order to ungroup, go to the sheet tab, right click, and somewhere at the last option is the ungroup sheets. Ungroup sheets, and you will see what will happen. This is quarter 1, this is quarter 2, this is quarter 3, this is summary. In all 4 sheets, we have the same thing, same layout, right? But right now, these sheets are not interlinked, right? In order to interlink or link them together, okay, what sort of integration or linking that I'm producing? I want to sum quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 right over here. So in order to do this, I have a few things that I can do, but I will use a very simple 3D formula, and that is just type is equal to and go to quarter 1. This is, remember, this is G9. So this set is G9. So we need to go to G9 of quarter 1. Similarly, we have quarter 1 G9, just plus, then now move to quarter 2, then this plus, then move to quarter 3. We have this, okay. So quarter 1 is the name of the sheet, whereas G9 is the cell reference. So G9 of quarter 1 plus G9 of quarter 2 plus G9 of quarter 3. And now click enter. So I should have got 30. So I got 30. Just drag it down over here and move this formula over here. So now we have links. So see what formula we have. So we have these formulas in all. G9 of quarter 1, G9 of quarter 2, G9 of quarter 3, similarly quarter 1, G10, and so on and so forth. Now, if you, quarter 1, this is 10, 10, 10, right? Let it be quarter 1, go to quarter 2 now, quarter 2. This changes quarter 1 to quarter 2. So this will be quarter 2, reflection of quarter 2. Now change is to 20 each. Right. So we have 20, 20, 20, and we have 20, 20, and 20. Right. And go to quarter 3, and we have, make it 30, 30, 30, and similarly we have 30 all the way. Now let it be called 3. Okay. Now we have quarter 1, that is 10 in G9. Just let's see, 10 plus 20 plus 30 is 60. In our summary sheet, we should have 60, right? So we have 60 everywhere. So if you want to change somewhere here, for example, make it 80. So we have 80, we have 20, and we have 30. The answer should be 130 in G10. So answer should be 130 in G10. So this is how you can link sheet. This is a very simple example to show that how within Excel integration is possible, how it can be done. Now, this particular, if I want to see quarter 1, and I want that table should be reflected right beside this table, so that I can look at what will happen, what is the contribution, and what is, I can make a comparison. So I have few other alternatives, 2, 3 different ways to do that. But let it select me. I'm using the simple one. Select this one, right? So you have selected that using the key combination Control C to select, copy, and move to quarter one. Now, I want to have that table, summary table, right in L6. Now I can copy that. If I copy that, it will be a static. If there is any change in any of the three sheets, the change will not reflect. But if I copy paste dynamically means I've linked, making a link. If there is any change in the source document, that will be reflected right on this object. So how we can do this? Select an active cell where your table should be. Right click. Either you can use the right click or go to home, clipboard, group and paste. So we may have different options over here. So either I can use this or either I can use this. So I will be using the right, the contextual menu thing. So here, select right click, then you have the paste special. In paste special, we have different options we have available. So look at them, we have right over here few options available. This is called the paste link, and the reflection that it has is shown right over here in the preview. We have this thing. This is only the picture as a dynamic paste, but where we have something sort of a string, picture with that string. This is the link picture. Just select this. Now, remember, this is a picture. This is not a table, right? So this is the picture. You can move up, you can move down, whatever. You can format it with different options, right? So we have quarter one over here. So go to the summary sheet. We have, in fact, did not change this quarter to, this should be the summary sheet. Let it be summary. Summary. So it should reflect here as summary. So you see that we have done this. Now again, repeat this process for quarter two and quarter three. Select this, Control C. We have quarter two. Just right click, paste special, and then we have this. Then repeat for this, right, paste special, and we have here. Now we have, okay, now quarter one. This is quarter one. This is the Excel table. This is the image. And similarly, in rest of the sheets, we have the images alongside with the table. If I make any change in this particular sheet, that will have an impact on the summary sheet. And since that is the image of the table on the summary sheet, the change should reflect because it is a linked image. So this is, say, make it a 20. And you see what will happen. Look at this particular value, 60. It should be 70. We have 80, make it 100. Now you see this has to change. This is how the integration within Excel is possible. So this is the example that how integration is possible within Excel. So we have seen that word to word. Now we have seen within the workbook. This thing is even possible for the workbooks. We may have a worksheet, we may have a workbook that is linked with many of the workbooks. If there is any change in the source workbooks, the the reflection of that change we have like this. So this is very simple stuff. Just as I did right over here in the summary sheet, I have used the 3D formula like this. You can only need to open all the workbooks. In an open workbook, you need to select any of the cell and enter the formula like this. By going through all the workbooks once it is done, and if there is any change on those workbooks, the reflection we have here. Or maybe just assume that we have a workbook somewhere else of Q1, Q2, and Q3. These may have 3 different workbooks. And we have the 4th workbook, which is only the summary workbook. And maybe these are connected with Q1, Q2, and Q3 the same way as right over here. The only difference is that we have, along with that Q1, we have the workbook name along with the path. So it might be confusing, but it is it should not be. If the concept is clear, then it should not be any problem. So this is what integration within Excel is possible. Okay, let's take another example okay, now I'm moving from say Word to Excel and Excel to Word or something. Let's create a new document once again, and we have inserted a table, something like this. We have a table like this, right? I can enter the value over here, so it might be difficult for me to format it. I have a table in the Excel sheet that can be copied over here. It will be cumbersome for me to because we know that the table in Excel table has excellent capabilities, excellent functionality of many things. So it is better, or it is recommended to use the Excel functionality, the Excel table functionality within Excel, and link that table right in the Word document. Let's see how we can do that. Let me first of all cut that. We may want to have, say, this. I want to copy, and I want to paste this in my document form. Okay, I want to paste that right over here. So this is just Control V. Okay, right. So we have a table right over here, right? So this is the table, and it is done in Excel. Use the features very simply, and we have all this value. But this is again a static form of thing. What we want to do is we want to. Do we have any questions? That before moving forward, let's see if we have any questions. Because now I'm going toward the second part.
There's a question from an attendee. He's asking, is it possible to use mail merge with automatically save individual letters in a PDF format?
Within MS Office right now, it's not possible. We could have used another software, right? And Arun Saab is using that software.
Mohammed Khan Bhatti is asking, can we use Control Alt B as shortcut for base special? It is more handy.
Why not? If this is a shortcut, why should not? Okay, there is one thing that I need to say. That all of this stuff that I'm discussing right now, it is based on the experience or the issues that I have, and I have resolved this. Maybe maybe I'm not very technically sound at the back end of this, but I know how to utilize those features to the best of my ability to perform my task in a better way, right? So if you have any typical situation that you have encountered, you just show us and we'll try to find out that. Okay, fine.
Muzammil Hussain is asking, in Excel sheets, if links of formula can be reflected on all sheets if we were to apply in summary sheet. We need this feature in order to help us in budgeting.
Yes, why not? Yes, why not? But we need to have a typical layout, and we need to be very. We should have a very controlled layout so that we know what cell is linked with what. So it is possible. Maybe sooner or later we are planning to hold one webinar or financial modeling, and SAFSA will be helping me in that a webinar where we will be using certain financial aspect, and that's how it should be used. Okay, fine, I guess, right? Okay, fine. Now I will be using Word in the Word, and I will be using another way of integrating the Word file, and then I will move to how to use the Excel data in the Word in 2-3 different ways. Okay. Okay, let me first finish it. After 10-15 minutes, we will have a break, and I have few sheets with me, a few files with me, and SAPSA will be uploading those files, and then I will show you that example, right? So let me have the same document, RA and D. We have the document like this. We have again the document 1, and somewhere here I want to have a link of another Word document, but I don't want to have the contents of those files right over here. So earlier what actually we did, we copy the contents of another file, pasting here. Then we have inserted the content of one file and pasted here. In the third instance, we have inserted via the linked method and pasted the content here. Now we will be inserting another file, but in a different way. I want to have an icon of that file in my document, and if someone wants to have a look of those files, then someone can click that and that document will be open, right? So that is one of the things that I have done in majority of my presentations, that some of have asked me in majority of the meetings that where is that information came from. So actually I put a link, and I click that link, and then file is open, and we have all the information right in place over here. So this is how actually I use that. So we have the insert, we have the again the object, then we have the object. Let it be file, text from file. Then we have selected file. Then we have the insert link. There is something that we have missed. Object, create from file. Now, create from file, browse. We have the desktop, and we have the text file, text doc. We have the desktop, and now we have the link, and we have display as an icon. So desktop one dot. This icon will be shown instead of the contents. Now we have this file, and it is linked, and someone want to have a look on this particular file. What actually he needs to done, just double click it, and this will be opened in a separate window, right? So this is, we have inserted a file as an object. Earlier we have entered as a content, as a file, as the text file. Now we have inserted it as an object, and it will be opened in a new window. It is linked. If there is any change in the source document, this will be reflected right over here. Whenever I click that, it will be open in a new window. So this is another way of doing the same thing. We have in our content, did we mention the hyperlink stuff?
Before in the previous webinars?
No.
In the same?
Okay, we will have a break. I think let's have a break of about 10 minutes. It's a 10 minutes break, and then when we will come back, we will be using the Excel data in Word, and the Word data in PowerPoint, and Excel data in PowerPoint. So let's have a 10 minutes break. It's almost 10 past 4. I will join you in about 20 minutes past 4. See you in about 10 minutes time. Okay, welcome back. Okay, let's resume. Okay, in the break, we have a few questions coming up, and these are the questions related to repeat a few of the processes of word-to-word integration, that how we can insert Word file into a Word document. Okay, we will repeat those steps at the end of the webinar. We will have 15-20 minutes maybe at the question answer session at the end, and we will inshallah do that at that time, right? So maybe Mariam, Parvez, and few others have asked the same questions, that kindly repeat the procedure of inserting a Word file into a Word in both the cases, how it's a linked file or unlinked file. So we will do that, but at the end, right? So be patient. But in the meantime, just see that what other things we can do with that. Okay, in the break, few of the files were uploaded, and this is one is the copy paste example for Excel to Word, copy one integration, MS Office components, and these are the two files, I think 4 or 5 files they have uploaded. So kindly open this file, copy paste example for Excel to Word. Okay. And open one Word document, which is new document. Now we have two options available. We have one is this and the new document. Okay, one of the questions that few people have asked, that one is the inventory manager, and one of his responsibility is that at the end of the day, he has to prepare a few reports and has to send to his boss. He has an Excel sheet, and this is the data set for the things coming in, going out, whatever. Rather, these are the things which is going out. This is the summary report. This is the total monthly quantity sold to date, and this is a specific date. This is the data set of a particular date. It is the daily report. This is the daily report, and this is the consolidated report till to date. And his problem was that he has to copy this report and in the Word document he has to paste it. But the thing is that this is in the table format, and he does not want the data to be displayed or to be copied like this, right? So what we can do is, we can copy these tables from the Excel, this, and pasting it in the Word, but in a different way. So let's try to do this. First of all, select this, Control C, and go to the document, the new document. Now, either we have right click, or I think I did not. Okay, so we have add and we have press special. So let me repeat this. First of all, we need to select this, Control C, go to document 5, Home tab, clipboard group, and paste. And from here we have the paste special. Once you have paste special, you have different options coming up. One is the Microsoft Excel work object, that is one option. We have formatted text, rich text format, that is another option. We have unformatted text, that is another option, and we have some other options available with us. Either we can create a link with paste link, or either we can have paste, simply paste. So let's select this one and say unformatted text. If we click unformatted text and click OK, now we have the data, and that is the data which the person who have asked this question, that he does not want that data to be in the table form. So I have copied that data, pasting it as an unformatted text. So since we have the data in Excel is in a particular table, now copying that in unformatted text means that we don't have any table anymore here. So this is now he can format over here by his liking, whatever format that he needs to present like this. So this is one way of pasting that data. Same thing, we want to have the same data copied with different other options. Let's see what will be the impact of that thing. So we have the copy paste example, we have the Control C, and again go back to this. We have paste special. Now we will be using as a bitmap image. Click OK, and only remember paste. Now we have this sort of data, right? So we have the table. We can use this data, something like this, right? So this is the bitmap image. And we can have the same data, but in a different way. We have, let it be Control Enter, new page, paste, we have paste, and we have paste special. And then we have the Microsoft Excel worksheet object, right? And click OK. It will take a bit of time. Now, almost we have the same thing reappear when we have selected Excel as an object. But the good thing is that when you have opted for copying the data as an Excel object, the spreadsheet comes within your Word. Now you will have the functionality of putting this data, using this. You can make any changes you want. You can write formulas, you can use this. So this is an Excel as an object, right? Now, repeat this one more time with this time but paste link and Microsoft Worksheet object. So we have one, let it be click. Now we have moved to Excel sheet, let it be 15. And if we go back to this document and see, we have 15 over here. So there's a difference between using Excel as an object, either with the paste and paste link. In the paste, we will, if we are using paste with an option Excel as an object, it will give us the opportunity to use Excel within Word, right? But if we go for this click option with Excel as an object, and if you want to change anything, or if you want to write something on this piece of information within Word, and if I click that, it will take me to the Excel environment.
So there is a difference between the two. Linked means the data is linked. It is reflected. Whatever changes that I have made right here will be reflected on in Word if it is linked. And if I use Word, double click, and this will lead me back to the Excel environment, and whatever changes I will make over there will be reflected here as well. But if I use Excel as an object but simply a paste option, the Word will allow me to do something within Word in the Excel environment. So that is the difference between these two. So this is few instances where you can use Excel data in Word. Okay, another important thing that you can do with the Excel data, that is, for example, I have this data, Control C, and I'm taking it to another sheet. Another sheet, let it be Control V. Control, no, not this one, not this one. Sorry, go back to this one. Okay. Copy this data, copy C, and moving, pasting here as values only. Now, we have this data set, and we want to paste this data within Word. We have this table, and we want to reflect that a data set in Word. Let's see what is the impact of this and how we can improve upon it. Control C. Then we have this, and we want to paste Control V. So we have data like this. Seems very strange, right? Now, making changes here. I want to format it as a table. Like this. Okay. Now the data has changed. The range become a table, and I want to copy this and putting back to the Word, but with paste special as paste link. Okay, something like this. Okay. So this is the data. Now see what will happen. The layout is intact, the formatting is intact, right? And if we want to format something in Word, it will be difficult for me to perform any formatting task in this within Word. But if I go back to here, and I want to change something, say something like this. I want to have a layout like this, and if I go back to document Word, so you see that what will happen. Whatever impact that we have made in Excel, it has the same reflection in Word. So this is how you can use the link option and the paste option from Excel to Word, right? So this is few of the things that you need to understand. These are very, very handy. It is very cumbersome within Excel, within Word to format your text, format your table, but it is very, very easy in Excel formatting using formulas. Although we can have formulas, but very limited capability of calculation within Word, but
we have a very strong capability in Excel, so we will uh, utilizing the strengths of Excel within Word. So this will help you a lot. Okay, fine. Now, similarly, if we have some data in Excel, maybe the data, for example, say, let it be, we have, say, month, say January, February, and March. We have this data, right? And we have item 1, item 2, and item 3. And we have, say, 10, 20, 15, some arbitrary data, 8, 10, 20, say 21, 26, and 5. So maybe we have this data and we have created one charts from this. Maybe in some of my other webinars, I have discussed a short key of making a default chart, that is Control Alt F1. If you select any of the cell, press Alt F1, you will have this chart is created on the basis of this data set. This is the data. This is the data we have, and this chart is designed on the basis of this data. If this data is changed, for example, this is 21, making it say 10, this bar should go down. So this bar should have gone down. Let it be item 1. If you make it 15, this go up. So it means that the data is changed, so is the chart. So if I want to copy this data, putting in the word, Control Enter, and pasting it. Okay. Now this is. Let me see if I can show you side by side. Just possibility is okay. There is no possibility of using this data side by side. Okay, let it be. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened is the Excel sheet is gone. So don't worry. Just give me a minute. I have Excel. Okay. I will create a new one very quickly. I want to show you side by side, so that is why there is a problem. Okay, fine. So we have two sheets together. We have here we have months. Very quickly, I will go at January, February, March. And we have item 1, item 2, very quickly, won't take too much time, 3, and we have something is equal to array and rank between function 5,15. Okay, so we have this data, and Alt F1, Alt F1. So this is the data copy, and we are putting as a paste link. Where in the Word? Okay. So this is the data in Word. This is the data in Excel. If I change any of the data right over here, it should change a reflect. You see, the data is changed, so is the data in Word. So this is in Word, this is in Excel. As the data changes, this is dynamic content of Word, and it is only because of the link that has established. So that is the difference between embedding and linking. If I embed that chart, embedding means that if I copying it, pasting it without a link, this becomes static, and if there is any change in the source data, this chart should not change. But in this particular instance, the link is established, and it is copied via link. So if there is any change right here, there is change in here. So this thing can be replicated in PowerPoint as well. So simply create a chart, link it with PowerPoint, and if there is any change in the source data, that will be changed in the PowerPoint as well. So there is no any extra step that we can do with the PowerPoint, right? So let's conclude this particular point. Now come back to Word to PowerPoint, which is very, very interesting. Okay, okay, this is one of the documents that I've created for this webinar. And I've done it with the Word. So actually, this Word document can be viewed in so many different ways, right? So if you open this copy one integrating MS Office component, kindly do that for me. Okay, this document is created in Word, right? And we want to create a PowerPoint presentation using this set of data. We don't want to copy, right? We don't want to copy paste, but simply what we want is we want to have a presentation created already without any typing and without any copy and paste. So this is the file. This is the data that we have created, integrating MS Excel, what is MS Office Suite and its components, and stuff like this. I have actually created the PowerPoint presentation stuff right over here. So what I want to do is I want to create a presentation automatically, right? First of all, let's see how we can do this, and then we will discuss how it can be done. So first of all, we should have, there are two different ways to do that. One is directly from Word to PowerPoint, and one is within Excel, within PowerPoint, we can use this file to create the presentation. So we will be using the feature of Word to create a presentation, PowerPoint presentation within Word, right? So in order to create a presentation with Word, we should have one command activated, which is not in the ribbon anywhere. It should be in the quick access toolbar, but we need to put that command feature from the hidden area. So if you click this symbol, the down arrow, if you click that, the contextual menu of quick access toolbar pop up. The second last option is the more commands. So if you click the more commands, word options dialog box should pop up. We have the quick access toolbar from here. In that area, choose commands from, we need to select all commands, not popular commands, all commands. Once all commands are selected, from here, press S to go to the all commands started from S. Then you need to select send to Microsoft PowerPoint. Send to Microsoft PowerPoint. Click that and then add it. Once it is added, this should be transferred to the quick access toolbar, and click OK, and you will see this button should appear right over here. Click OK, and we have the button like this. Now we have this data with us, this Word file, and we want to create a presentation, PowerPoint presentation from Word, within Word. So simply you need to click this button, send to Microsoft PowerPoint. If you click that, you will see what will happen. This is integrating MS Excel, MS Word, and MS. This is slide number 1. If you go back to the slide number 2, this is what is MS Office Suite and its component. You will see that Microsoft Office, this, components of this, and these are the programs of this. Then we have the third one. What is our assumption of MS Office integration? So these are our assumption. What is linking and embedding? This is already handed over to you. Then what are possibilities of such integration? We have Word to Word, we have Excel to Excel, we have Excel to Word, we have Excel to PowerPoint, Word to PowerPoint, PowerPoint to Word, and PowerPoint to Excel. We have done few of things, we will done more. Then we have Word to Word. These are some of the examples that we can create. Hyperlink, we can copying data table, we did that. Linking to a Word file, we did that. Developing an internal database, etc. Inserting a file, we have already done that. Then we have Excel to Excel, copying from one workbook or sheet to other workbook or sheet, linking one work. We have all done that. Copying and linking Excel objects, we have already done that. Look at this, Excel to Word. So this is copying and linking tables, etc., etc. So these are use Excel sheet for mail merge. I will show you how to develop labels shortly. But this is, we have created a PowerPoint presentation from the Word. Now the question is, what should we do? What should we know? Right? First of all, when we have the data, we have this data. Okay, there are two ways of doing this thing. Either using these options, outline, and the second one is with paragraph leveling. So this is outline level. So these are the two ways in order to construct your PowerPoint presentation from Word. Okay, with me, all of you, what you should do, select all the document. We need to clear all the formatting, which actually I did. Clear all, just click this one and all the thing will be gone. Now if I click this one, this won't be able to generate a PowerPoint presentation. So it means we need to set up our document in such a way that it should facilitate the creation of the PowerPoint presentation, right? So what we need to do is we need to put something to tell Word that this particular text for the creation of the PowerPoint. And I've said there are two ways to do this. One is with the outline. Number two is with the levels, the paragraph level option. And the third one is with the styles, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we need to set up this document so that the PowerPoint presentation is should be developed. The rule is that whatever be the title of the slide, it should be heading 1. If I select this thing and click heading 1, this means that heading 1 should be the title of the slide. If a new slide will be created whenever there is a level 1, heading 1. For heading 1, it will be a new slide, right? If it is a level 2, so what is the and its component? If I click the heading 1, this will be a second slide. In the first slide, we have integrating MS Excel, MS Word, and MS PowerPoint. This will only have a title slide. Then again, we have what is MS Office Suite and its component. This is the title of the second slide. So Microsoft Office, for example, I'm doing this for heading 2. Now this becomes heading 2. This will be the part of slide that title what is MS Office Suite and its components. Now I have constructed 2 slides. One is this one. This is the first one, and this is the second one. Then I can have the third level as well, and many others. So what I will do, this is heading 3. So these are 2 slides. This is slide number 2. This is all the contents of slide number 2. Then we can have what is our assumption of MS Office. If I select heading 1, this will become the third slide, the title of the third slide. And if I select this one, and taking as heading 2, this is the content of my slide number 3. And if I link, this is heading 2, again, this will be the content of slide number 3. And if I click these 2 and making it heading number 3, this is again my content for slide number 3. So I have developed 3 slides. Similarly, I can use this one very, very quickly. Heading 1, then I have heading 2, this is heading 1, very, very quickly. This is heading 2, this is heading 1, this is heading 2, this is heading 1, this is heading 2, then this is heading 1, this is heading 2, this is heading 1, this is heading 2, and we have, this is also heading 2, this is heading 1. I will show you the easiest way as well, so just give me a minute. So this is heading 1, This is heading 2. This is heading 1. And this is heading 2. So we have just created, transform our document into a form now which is ready to be transformed into a PowerPoint presentation. If you click this one, we should have the similar data like this. So it's quite easy, quite simple, quite straightforward, isn't it? You see. So we have just created good stuff. Okay. This is one way of doing this stuff. Let me close it. Don't save it. Again, I don't want to save it. Okay, now I have this document once again. Select everything. Then we have this tile. We have clear all things. Now, I'm showing you the second way of doing the same stuff. But I will be doing this with the outline method. As I've pointed out that we have few different views of looking at, doing at, reading at the Word document. We have the draft, outline, web layout, etc., etc. So go to select the click View tab and go to the document views and select outline view. So this is what we have right now available with us. This is the outline view. You can develop an outline right here in that view. Very, very simple, very, very straightforward. If you look at here, we have different options. We have level 1 to level 9, and we have the body text. We may have a presentation that may have at 9 levels, and there is a body text. Body text is that part of the document which cannot, or which is not reflected in the PowerPoint presentation. It is only the levels that will be shown in the PowerPoint presentation. So this is the easiest way of converting, transforming your Word document for the PowerPoint presentation. So what you need to do is, whatever text that you want to put that in the PowerPoint presentation, just go to that at the start and click select level 1. So this is level number 1. Now this has to be level number 1. So this is again level, just go back, this is level number 1. We have these at level number 2. Just click, this become level number 2. And we want to have this up till sharing right over here. Till here we have, this is level number 3. So this is level number 3. This is outline that we created. Very, very easy. This should be level number 1. So we have, this is level number 1. Select this one. This is level number 2. Right. This is also level number 2. This is level number 3. Okay, this is level number 3. What possible? This should be level number 1. 1. Look at here, we have 1. Word to word, select this one, and we have PowerPoint. Okay, here. This should be level number 2. Word to word, this should be our new slide. Word to word, so this is level number 1. Similarly, we have hyperlink, Excel to Excel, this is level number 2. So we have level number 2. Then we have Excel to Excel, this should be level number 1. Then we have this part, this is level number 2. This is 1. Okay, let me very, very quickly do this. This is, we have what we have, Excel to this is 1. Then we have this thing, level number 2. This is level number 1. Okay, fine. Oh, okay, that's it. Now, since we have this, just click this one and you will see we have another similar sort of. We only need to put extra sort of graphics and the sound effect or whatever we want to put in. That is that. But this is how we can do from Excel to Word. Similarly, the third alternative is a bit tedious, but it is good as well. But you should know how to use this. But it is quite cumbersome, quite lengthy. This is the easiest one. Let me close this. Let me close the outline view, select everything, and then I have the change slice. Clear this, clear all. So everything is gone. Now select this one, paragraph. Then we have the level 1. Level 1 means that this is the title of slide number 1. So this is, select this one, level 1. This is slide number 1. This is slide number 2, but this is level 2. And this is, I'm just giving 2-3 slides, not more than that. This is level number 3. Okay, and this is also level number 3. Level number 3. Okay. And similarly, this is level number 1 and level number 2. That's it. I'm not going further. This is level number 2. This is a bit cumbersome, so I prefer to use the outline method. Okay, this is level number, okay, maybe 2. Okay, and since the difference between the outline method and this method is that whenever you use the outline method, the font will be changed. But here only the fonts remains the same. It won't change. It is the level that is changed. And similarly, it will create a presentation from a different point of view. Look at this. We have this, and we have what is the possibility, and the rest is something which is actually not set for the PowerPoint presentation styles, the title and the stuff, where to put where. So if we level the text accordingly, then that presentation will be developed, created accordingly. So this is how we can use Word contents to develop the outline. I think that will help you a lot. Okay, do we have any questions so far?
Adnan Khan is asking us to repeat the option of PowerPoint, please, as I had lost connection that time. Adnan, I would recommend you to watch the recorded webinar, as we are short of time and we don't have that much time to repeat every step again and again. I apologize, but you have to watch the recording of the session.
Okay, maybe we might find some time at the end, then I will do that. So, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Either you could watch the video, or if we have time, then we'll do that.
Yeah, surely we will do that.
Okay, fine.
Sayyid Mudassir is asking what will happen if source document Excel gets deleted and how to be linked I don't know what he has.
Okay, I think I have understood his question. His question is very simple, that if somehow accidentally the source document is either deleted or corrupted, or the link actually is disabled, uh, the point is very simple. Whatever is in the current document or the destination document will stay there, and then there is nothing has happened, right? So we need to create the lost, find the lost document or create the lost document, and then we need to recreate the link so that the things remain the same. So if the link is no there, this is the same example that what we have just had, that one of our participant has lost the connection, right? And he is unable to see what actually we have done. The same is the case with the source and the destination linked. If there is anything happen or the source is down, deleted, there is nothing happened in the destination. Whatever is the last saved thing will be there, right? Yes. Any other?
Yes. Afakul is asking which shortcut did you use to create chart?
Alt F1. Select any of the cell of the data set and Alt F1, ALT plus F1. This will create a embedded link chart. I'm using a very strange word. Embedded link chart means that it will be created where within the active sheet, means where the data is, and the same location the chart will be created. And there is another shortcut key which is F11 that will create a chart as an object in the separate sheet. So we have two different shortcuts, Alt F1 which create a chart within the sheet, and F11 to create a chart in the new sheet.
Kumail Raza is asking, can we copy a specific data from Excel into the Word file, like for example, only for marker and pens in this example?
Okay, I haven't tried that, but we can. Let's see. Good, good. Okay. There is one thing that we can do with this document, right? I will show you a bit later so that I keep it open. We have this data copy paste example, right? Then we have the document 4 maybe, and we have, okay. So what you want maybe, okay, you want, for example, notebook and pen maybe, notebook and pen. You want this data to be copied into the Word document simultaneously. Let's see. I haven't tried it, but the good way of learning is trying. So let's try it. So we have selected that, and we have document 4, and we have the paste special, and we have as a paste link. Click OK. Would it work? So we have 165, we have 90. We have tried to select this and this. So it seems that if we have a range, that the starting range and the starting cell value and the ending cell value and anything in between is also copied. So that is actually, so it means we cannot copy two different isolated ranges. So that is actually the case. Any other?
No, there aren't any more questions right now.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'm using now the Excel file to create a label. So this is how Excel data is used in mail merge. So one of the things that was left in our last webinar, Seth,
Yeah.
I hope you remember, that is how to create a label using a mail merge, right? So let's do that. Close this. Don't save it. Okay. Save it. We have the address book. See, this is okay. So we have this data: first name, last name, address line 2, city. You may have recalled this data from our last webinar. Now, we will be using this data source in order to create labels that was left in our last session. So again, it's a part of integration, so we are using that. So I take the liberty of what actually is left to complete that. Okay, we have a new document, we have Control N, and we want to create a label. What is the label? We may put the labels either on the books or on the inventory or on different data items, or maybe we can post it on the letter pads, letters, right? So we may have different reasons and uses to have the labels. So in order to create a label, we need to follow the same step as we did in mail merge. We need to use the insert mailings. Then we need to select what we want to do. We want to either create a letter or the email message or the envelopes or the labels. So let's select the labels. So we are doing the label thing. Now the label options dialog box, we need to decide what sort of labels that we want to create. So there are 30 per page. So 30 per page we want to have. We have 2 per page, we have 2 per letter, something like this, depending on the different the specification that we have. Right, we have different here, we have different here. So you can go through and select one that is appropriate for you. So let it be 30 per page of this particular size, and then click OK. Right. So your screen, your widescreen should change. The process has been started. The labels has been created. So the labels have been created. This indicate that the areas of labels have been generated. But right now we don't have any data source available with us. What we need to do is we need to select the recipient. Again, either we can have, we will create a new one, that is type new list within the Word, as we did in the last webinar, or we can use the existing list. So we will be using the existing list. Once it is in the desktop, it is not in the desktop, sir. Where that file is?
Which file?
This one. It is in E. Okay, then this is in E. Word, and let me close it first. Okay, this is in E. This is webinar. This is address book and open. So this is the Excel sheet address book. It has only one sheet within that workbook. we are selecting this type this table and click OK. So we have something like this. In the left, upper left area, we need to insert the fields, the merge field. We want to have, for example, the first name, and we want to have the address line, and we want to have something like the third one. We don't want to have each and everything, right? So let's see, do we have everything? Okay, Muzaffar, Evan, Quetta. So Muzaffar is the first name, Evantine is the address line 2, and Quetta is this city. So this thing will happen. Now everything is in place. We need to click one button, and that is update labels. Everything is in place, so click update tables. So click, as soon as I click update label, you might have seen that what actually happened. It ought to be like this, but since these are the field names within the Excel sheet, that is being represented here. So next record, this is the first name, this is the first name of next record, this is the first name of next record. So don't panic. This is actually, it has to be like this. So what we need to do is, we just need to say preview result. If you preview result, so you have just created the labels from the Excel sheet, and that how it will be shown. Now the finish merge, like finish merge, and maybe like this all. So you have the document. This is, you can cut, copy, paste. You can whatever you want to do with that, you can do that. So let's have a 10 minutes break once again. Actually, it's a mass break. We have time for Maghrib prayers, right? So see you after the Maghrib, 10 to 15 minutes, right? Okay, see you in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, Ji, welcome back. Let's resume. So we have 28 minutes remaining. Let's see. We are left with very simple two topic remaining. One is creation of the hyperlink within the document and outside the document. And one is that the picture link, either from Excel or to Word or whatever. So let's do that. But before doing this, there is one thing as this level things are concerned, the outline and creation of Word to PowerPoint. There's another thing that you can do with this leveling, that you can create the table of contents there and then with the help of outline and these levels. So we have, if you go to the view and outline, and you see we have something like this, right? So these are meant for whatever levels that we have created. This will be the part of the table of contents. And if you want to generate it, I'm just giving you a very simple way of doing this. I'm not going into the details of how to do this, but very, very quickly, a few things. That is, we have already set up our document for the creation of by setting the levels, so that we have the contents of levels to be replicated within the table of contents. So select put the insertion point at the location where you want to generate a table of contents. Then we have the reference, and click the reference tab, and we have the table of contents, and we have the table of content button. Click this and select one of the options, select this one, and this table of content is being generated. So we have page number 111. So just set the levels either through paragraph or by outline or by headings, whatever contents or whatever titles that you want to put in the table of contents. Once it is done, you need only to go to the reference tab, then move to the table of content and table of content. From here, select whatever format of the table of content, click that, and it will be done automatically. And if you somehow change your document, the good thing is that this table of content will be updated once you click the update table. So every change that you have made will be reflected in the table of contents once it is generated, if the table of content is generated through this particular process. Okay, let's close this one. We don't want to have like this. Select test document, delete everything. Okay, you might know how to move from one document to another document using a hyperlink. Few of the participants have asked a question that is it possible to move around within the same document? So what I will do is I will create a dummy document with a dummy text, and then I will put certain marks on it, and then I will create a hyperlink so that we can move up and down. So it will take maybe 5 minutes, not more than that. Okay, very, very quickly, RAND, and I have, say, maybe 25 paragraphs. Click enter. So I have 3 paragraphs. So what I'm doing is I'm moving it. This is my top. I need to put few words here, then say, let it be level 1. Yeah, for example, chapter 1. Chapter 1. Let me copy this. Control C. Somewhere here. This is chapter 2. Chapter 2. And this is chapter number 3. So, chapter 3. So I have chapter 3, and somewhere here I'm putting at the top. So from chapter, if I click chapter 1 somewhere over from the up, it will move to chapter number 3. If I click to the top, it will move back to the top. So similarly, chapter 2, we have top, then we have top, top, and now we have, this is at the top, and we need to type chapter 1, enter chapter 2, and we have chapter number 3. So what will happen is, we will create a link. When we click chapter 1, it will move to chapter 1, and if we click the top, it will move back to right over here. So there are 2-3 ways to do this, but let's create this one. Let's select this one. At the top, we need to select the a text where we want to move the document. Then we need to have the insert, and then in the links group, we have the bookmark. Click the bookmark, then we have maybe the top is the name of the bookmark, and click add. Now this is set for the bookmark. I will use that bookmark to move around. Similarly, I have this chapter 1. I need to select, type chapter 1, chapter 1, add, then move to chapter 2, enter another bookmark, add, and then we have the third one, chapter 3, bookmark, chapter 3, and add. So what actually we did, we bookmark 3, select 3 text as bookmark, chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3, and at the top. So what we need to do is, we need to select this one, right click, then hyperlink from here or from here, or Control K. Control K is the shortcut key of creating a hyperlink, right? So use this one this time, H1, insert hyperlink. We have different options, existing file or web page, places in this document, creating a new document, email address. So we have different options to avail with. So we want to have places in this document. Places in this document. So these are the bookmarks. So chapter 1, text to displays chapter 1. We want to move to chapter 1. If I click chapter 1, click OK. So this becomes chapter 1. Similarly, do this, right click, hyper 2, chapter 2, select this one, places it in this document, click OK, and we have something like this, hyperlink, chapter 3, OK, and similarly at the bottom, we have this top, right click, hyperlink, top, click OK, move to down, then we have top, right click, hyperlink, top, OK, and we have top, right click, hyperlink, everything is now set. Just what we need to do is we need to hover our mouse pointer on chapter 1. This will show us a screen tip. Control click to follow the link. If you just control that, the mouse is going to turn into a pointer, a finger pointer, and then if you click, it will move to chapter number 1. And if you move to here, control click, move back, and this is how you can move within the document. So this is a hyperlink. Similarly, you can create a hyperlink within Word, within Excel. Similarly, you can do that with PowerPoint. In Excel, you will be given opportunity to select the cell reference, right? So if you want to go to the particular cell reference, we can move to that cell reference, and you need to provide the address for that. And you can also develop a hyperlink within the various components of various files, Word to Excel, Excel to PowerPoint, or a backend port. So this is what about hyperlink. There is one more thing that we can do, and we should do, or rather, that is a part of the content we have distributed. That is regarding the image, linked image. Okay, copy paste example. This one, let it be this one. Let me copy this, Control C, putting this in that document. Okay, in that document, and I want to put somewhere here. Right click, I have this linked button. Okay, this is just format a bit here. We have this one, we have this, and similarly we have something like this one, and we have right. Okay, so this is done. This should reflect. Okay. Let's save and okay, the good thing about this sort of thing is that you can move around, you can move the places, you can adjust where you want to adjust your table. So this is the flexibility given in the MS Office. I think we have covered all the contents of this webinar. So we have 15 minutes remaining. Although we can have some more things that we can discuss, and I think we don't have time for those. So if you have questions, I can answer those questions, or if you don't have any questions, I can give you, I can show you one or two things again. Okay. So it's okay to do that. Okay, we have on the screen. Let me first of all go up right from here. Okay, files not downloading, send. Okay, he will send. Site kindly email how to download. SAFSA will let you know. I'm not hearing the trainer's sound is mute. Again, it is. Please repeat dynamic paste. Okay, I will do that. Please repeat how to activate the, okay, fine. It's very simple. What you need to do is you need to click this quick access toolbar down, then go to more commands, and then you need to, okay, you need to select choose command from all commands. Then here you should find send to PowerPoint. Send to PowerPoint somewhere else. Send to Microsoft PowerPoint. Add it. It will be added, and then OK. And this button should be here, right? I guess yeah. How to bring it back?
This have to click the cloud with the question mark.
Okay. Okay, I think that answers your questions. Are there only 5 handouts? Yes. Please show from where you get the outlining option. In the view, click the view tab, and somewhere here you will find, or you can have the outline view from here as well. So there are 2 ways within the view. If you click view, you will have the outline. So click that. The document will be transformed into outline, or here you will find draft, you have outline. This is the button for outline view. So these are the 2 ways. Can you repeat how you link PowerPoint with MS Word? It's a bit long process, so you need to look into the video. It is explained over there. Please tell how to create tables in Word. Again, I regret that you need to look into the video. Thank you. Thanks, Mariam Parvez. I have a question. If in my Word file I have added some pictures along with the text, then will they also show up in my PowerPoint file after converting? No, I'm afraid not. Picture will not be the part of this. Only the text will be converted into the PowerPoint. You need to put the picture separately. Sir, handout please. Saif Saab will do that. Time is short. Please explain the linking of Excel and PowerPoint. The process is simple, that how you have linked Excel table with the Word process is the same. The Excel chart that you have created and pasted in the Word procedure is the same. There is no difference. Great session. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Samullah. Please let us know how to make presentation from Excel. I'm afraid we don't have any capability of Excel that do that. It is only the Word outline feature that can do that. Move the source files from one location to another. Will the link stop working? Yes, definitely it will stop working, because it is the path that is required for that linking. If there is no path, then it will be broken. We need to re-establish the link. Okay, can you please just explain the practical use of mail merge? Akram, you need to go back to see my last webinar, and where we have a 4-session webinar, and we have discussed the various features with the explanation that where you can use it. It is an excellent feature. It's a mass mail. You want to send the same text to maybe hundreds of people. You can do that very almost simultaneously, instantly. And if you want to create, say, same letter to so many people, you can use that. And there are many other uses for this. Why file in Word, copied link from Excel not updated after changing the Excel table? You might have not pasted through linked. You may have only pasted it. So if you have linked it properly, then it should not be the case. mm, kindly repeat auto update. It will be done automatically once, and if it is not, whatever you have linked, just select the test, right click, and there you will find one option which update field. Select then, and then your content will be updated. Thank you, sir, for the time and information you provided. Thank you, Sarang. Thanks. Very informative. Thank you very much, sir. I hope you have enjoyed this session. I hope you have learned few things from this session. And if you have anything to say, you know my email address. You can you are more than welcome to email me. Normally, I respond if I find time. I've made few friends from this webinar. They keep me touching me and discussing various aspects. Right? I think. Okay, again, webinar timings were odd. Hassan Javed, this should answer Harun sir. Thank you very much from me.
Yeah. Hassan, we are trying our best to keep these out of office hours. However, there are certain limitations. There are certain staff members who are required to be around when the webinar is happening, and I mean they're following office timing, and that's why we have to hold these webinars for the timing during these hours. However, we're trying our best to keep them on Fridays and Saturdays. At least that is what we've been successful in doing. But if you miss some part of it, I mean, like I always say, the recording is available. You can always go back and watch it as many times as you want.
Yes, yeah, of course.
So you should not actually be deprived of the webinar itself. Your email address, if you could type it in.
Okay.
Just type it here.
So, mkkhm@hotmail.com, or you can you can contact me on forum at talent.org.pk. So these are my two email addresses, active email addresses.
All right, all of you would have received the email addresses. I'm not sure what Salman Hussain means. Omar Mukhtar, the recordings will be available on 3 different channels. First of all, the recording will be available on GoToWebinar. Then we will upload it on Vimeo, and third, it will be available on YouTube as well. I mean, those people who are using mobile phones, etc., they will not be able to see the. So can you type it in?
Okay, I'm just saying.
No, just type it here. I think they can all see this. Can you type it here?
Just mkkhm@hotmail.com, and let me. Okay, I think now it's visible.
Okay. Got it. Please arrange some way that we can get CPD certificate if we view afterwards. Salman, I'm looking at that. Just as it is resolved, we'll let you know. Ali says thank you. Hassan Javed saying thank you, ACCA team. These webinars very useful. Thank you very much, Hassan. I think they'll only be useful if you are able to apply them to work, there in your workplace, and that is what we are aiming at doing. We will hopefully continue to build up pace once again of these webinars going forward, and you should be able to enjoy much more webinars, with ACCA. I think that's almost all about it. If you have any further questions, comments, you can email us. You can email the trainer directly, and I think that's all from our side. I will quickly make an announcement. The certificates of today's webinar, you will hopefully receive them by Monday, and the recording of the webinar, like I already said, will be uploaded on GoToWebinar first, then Vimeo, and then YouTube. Okay, so please look out for the emails with relevant information on where to find these webinar recordings, so you can view them again. The webinar recording on Vimeo will probably be available within an hour's time, so you should be able to see any part of it if you want. Thank you all very much, and I hope you found it interesting. I mean, there were so many people who were commenting that this was useful. Thank you very much for joining in, and for those who are working tomorrow, enjoy your work for the last day of the week. Those who are taking a day off tomorrow, have a nice weekend, and that's all from our side. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.